Yes, man. Welcome to the Jamaica Young Police channel. As long as you live, you will never see the Jamaican government hang any killer or convicted murderer in Jamaica. Welcome to the Jamaica Young Police channel, where an experienced and certified detective of the Jamaica Constabulary Force is about to educate you with facts and not propaganda or hyperbole for the government or its minions. I am not here to support criminals are their supporters. I do believe in criminals must live in fear for their lives. Let me repeat myself. I do believe criminals must live in fear for their lives, not the law abiding citizens. I do believe in preemptive strikes as practiced by the American military that I have proudly served with honor, courage, and commitment. The law abiding citizens and their family must live in peace and tranquility, free from fear, coercion, or terroristic threats from the marauding terrorists with guns in Jamaica that kills the people wantonly without any regards of people's life, liberty, or freedom. The recent killing of 5 Jamaicans in Clarendon by RUSHANE BARNETT, who is being treated like a celebrity, as you have seen in the previous video that I have done on this channel, in which you can see all the naysayers and all the know-it-all. They're coming out in support of this man who has killed 5 people in Clarendon, and they are behaving as if he is the victim now. Can you believe it? The man who had killed 5 people, a woman and her 4 kids, and this man now is being portrayed by the Jamaican media as a victim of the system. That is how it is from the 1970s. And that is why we have this crime problem, this monster that's roaming about in Jamaica wantonly. And the criminals are not the ones who are living in fear, it's the law abiding citizens. And the worst part about it is that there's so many red tapes for law abiding citizens to go through to get a licensed firearm to protect themselves in Jamaica. You understand? The gunmen, they don't need any authority to possess gun. They have access to it and they travel with it all the time. You can see that the police are arresting people in Jamaica with guns every day. You understand? And these people are taken to jail, and when they go there they get suspended sentence and then they return to kill other people. So that's how it is in Jamaica. So since the recent killing of the 5 Jamaicans in Clarendon by Rushane Barnett, it has ignited the death penalty argument in Jamaica. Can you believe it? Among the director of public prosecution, Miss Paula Llewellyn. You have a great respect for her. She knows what she's doing. But I am telling you, there are some people, especially the ones from uptown, the one who are getting filthy rich from this crime monster in Jamaica. You know that first thing they came out, Jamaican for Justice, they do not support the death penalty. You understand? They don't this and they don't that, and this man have rights. At no time they talk about these people's rights. That he had cut their throat like goats. You understand? Killed them in their sleep. He said that he had used drugs and drugged all 5 of them and killed them in their sleep. So it was a premeditated murder. So I don't see why they don't speed up this man trial and reinstate the hangman news. But that won't happen, and I'll tell you why. Because as long as the PMP party, which is a criminal organization, that will not happen in Jamaica. Because the last time that happened somewhere and in Jamaica was in 1988 when the late Edward Seaga was prime minister. And most Jamaicans do not like him because what? He's not black. That's how stupid the people are. They tell them, you understand? As if this man is the one that contributes to their poverty when these people are lazy and do not like to read and do not see education as a way out. They only see music, sports, and drugs and involved in crime as a way to make money. You understand? They don't see education as a way to uplift themselves. So the Jamaican public at large, and the problem is that it will never happen, seeing Jamaica hanging any killer there. The reason why we have a political party called the PMP LGBTQ plus, which is more a criminal organization than a political party. Yes, let me repeat it. The PMP LGBTQ plus party is more a criminal organization than a political party. And I say that with no apologies. And I am saying that based on my experience growing up in Jamaica and based on my experience as a police officer, because these people, they're not about law and order, they're about what's in it for me. You understand? So Jamaica don't have a crime problem, Jamaica have a corruption problem, and it stems from the PMP LGBTQ plus party. Because the close to 2 decades I spent as a police officer in Jamaica, they are the ones that have been power. They are the one that has been dismantling all of those walls that would protect the people in Jamaica from the criminal. They make sure they break them down. That's why you have people charged a murder. They can charge a murder 3 times. They can charge a murder, get bail, go and kill the witness, charge again for murder, go and charge again, go again and get bail and kill the witness. That's how it is. Thanks to Donna Scott Motley and Peter Bunting and all the PMP senators that are there right now that do not want to do anything about the Firearms Act and about the bail Act. You understand? Because it's not beneficial to the PMP party. They don't care how many Jamaicans want to lose their life. That's how these people are. That's why I said the PMP party is not a political party, it's a criminal organization. You understand? You know, that's what the PMP have been doing. We have a political party called the PMP LGBTQ plus, which is more a criminal organization than a political party. People never have the poor people's interest at heart. The PMP LGBTQ plus party have never have the poor people's interest at heart. The reason why Jamaica will never hang a whopping 95% of convicted killers from 1988 to present are the PMP LGBTQ plus activists and supporters are there in prison. 99.9% of them. Because what you don't understand, majority of the gunmen in Jamaica are aligned to the PMP LGBTQ plus party, especially in the Kingston metropolitan area where I am from. You understand? So that's how it is. If the current government cannot get the PMP LGBTQ plus senators, at least one of them, to sign on to the state of emergency to save the Jamaican people's lives. They rather to save the lives of the man who is in prison, convicted for killing people. They rather to save his life from going to the gallows than to extend the state of emergency to save life, to prevent that man from going to prison. That's how they are. They don't care about the people. They never have and they will never will. You understand? Just for one of them to sign on to the state of emergency, just one of them in the Senate to sign on to the bail Act, just one of them to sign on to the Firearms Act, so that these people, these gunmen, can get the minimum 15 years in prison. You understand? We know who the gunmen are, and we know who are the killers. Just one they want, and they cannot get them. But they are willing to save prisoners who are convicted for killing people in Jamaica. That's how these people are. You understand? They are the ones whom they have relied on since the 1970s to win elections. So the PMP have been relying on murderers to win elections. So that's why they don't want to hang anybody. That's why they want the gunmen them to be out there terrorizing the people. Remember, it's a PMP party, that's imported terrorism to Jamaica. That's why it's become the norm, where people get desensitized and everybody want to be like a Dan, like a Christopher Dodosco, like a Tesha Miller, like a Blackman. And look, RUSHANE Barnett is the newest celebrity in Jamaica for doing what? For killing 5 people. That's how you become famous in Jamaica and people look up to you. You understand? Today is the 4th of July 2022, and several Jamaican politicians are in the United States of America celebrating this holiday with their children and extended family. They are not in Jamaica. They don't care about the Jamaican people. The last time the Jamaican government hung a murderer was the late Edward Seaga when he was Prime Minister in 1988. And since then, there has never hung another killer. And the killers on the street know this as a fact. Some politicians and judges in Jamaica think that they are immune from the hands of these murderers, especially the Klansman Judge Brian Sykes. Jamaican people have short memory like goldfish, so they would not remember anything. The PNP LGBTQ plus party is never interested in reducing crimes in Jamaica, and their only aspiration at all time is to maintain power by any means necessary. Doesn't matter how many Jamaicans they want to see get killed by gunmen. Jamaica doesn't have a crime problem. Jamaica have a corruption problem, and it goes all the way to the top of the judicial hierarchy with our renowned Klansman judge Brian Sykes, who was chosen by Dr. Peter Phillips, the man who is responsible for the rise of the Klansman gang in Spanish Town, St. Catherine. What else do you expect from the Chief Justice Brian Sykes? He has to remember he is beholden and accountable for his appointment. Took Dr. Peter Phillips and the PNP LGBTQ party leader and its members. Let me name out of the corrupt PNP LGBTQ plus official and activists who are convicted or acquitted at trial for various crimes. And I am going to start with a high-ranking police officer who was arrested, charged, and convicted by the court for corruption. Yes, I used to work with him. Superintendent Harry Bungles Daly was convicted for corruption by the courts and freed by the Supreme Court in Jamaica. That's how it is. Yes, and the reason why I mentioned his name, the late James Sines, who is related to Bitty from Cockburn Pen, is his cousin. And James Sines told me that Bungles and another police officer, in later calling it, they are part of the Klansman gang because they supply them with information and these people are on their payroll. Because criminals cannot survive without the help of the police, you know. You understand? So you have to wonder. So most people wondering how the Klansman gang has been around so long because they have help from police officers. You understand? Two, Danai Williams was convicted for stealing billions from the Jamaican people's coffers, Operation Pride, and he was acquitted by the Supreme Court justices. The late Buffy, the Don from Spade Corner, Kingston 13, who is responsible for the killing of Mark Jati Cook, told me, another police officer, that you cannot go to prison as long as you're a PNP LGBTQ plus supporter in Jamaica, and that Danai Williams will be freed by the Supreme Court justices on appeal, unless the judges want to meet their demise as a Supreme Court judge, like the late Derek Hugh. It is alleged that Danai Williams contracted men to kill this Judge Derek Hugh, in October 1987. Danai Williams has never been questioned in this matter. The investigator, Detective Sergeant Oswald here, was Danai Williams' friend. So you understand. So he's the man, it is alleged, hired the men to kill the judge. And the investigating officer who arrested one of the men who survived because the others were killed by police. You understand? I have done a video about it before, so you can look it up. So the investigating officer who was investigating the killing of this judge in Jamaica in 1987. Most Jamaicans don't even remember anything about that, you know. You understand? The investigating officer, as well here, is Danai Williams' friend. So do you think that the man who was arrested and charged of killing the judge, Trevor Bennett, O.C. Bulgin, do you think Bulgin would tell Mr. Ear that Danai Williams is the man who hired him and the others to kill the judge? When Bulgin know Mr. Ear, because Mr. Ear always come to Danai Williams' place. Come on, that's Jamaica. So the man he kept his mouth and he kept his life. because he could not tell Mr. Year, because Mr. Year and Danai Williams is friends. So that's how it is. The corrupt Jamaica do have a crime problem, Jamaica have a corruption problem. You understand? Three, you have Corn Spencer, the man who stole millions from the Jamaican people, and the resident magistrate, Judge Judith Pusey, acquitted him, although the evidence was there pointing to the man that he Corn Spencer is an alleged thief. You understand? All the paper trail is there. Four, Tesha Miller, the leader of the Klansman gang, was convicted for robbery, aggravation, and illegal possession of firearm. He was freed and appealed by the Supreme Court justices. So you see PMP, bad man or PMP supporter, they're not the prison in Jamaica, because Jamaica is a PMP country. You understand? When it comes to law and order, it does not help the PMP LGBTQ plus party. So they want to get in power by any means necessary. So they thief the people money. They are not going along with it because the PMP LGBTQ plus party is not a political party. It is a criminal organization. Still a criminal organization that I have known from when I was very young. So those of you who are celebrating because Miss Paula Lewin had stated that she's gonna apply for the death penalty for Russian Barnett. You better dash your hopes aside because that is not going to happen. As long as these people, as long as the PNP, LGBTQ plus party is a part of the government, well, are part of the opposition, our government, they are not going to do it because the PNP do not believe in that. The PNP believe in criminality. They like to create anarchy. They like when people terrorize other people, burn down them house. If you look on Spanish Town Road and all those, you see all those empty buildings. You think that the people just abandoned them. It was the people them that the PNP sent to Cuba to train as brigadier and return, and they are the one that chase out the same people them who are from these communities, whether they were PMP or Labourite. It's the PMP people them that's the PMP footprint, handprint, all kind of print where you can't think of. That is their trademark, terrorism. You understand? So thanks for watching the Jamaica Young Police channel. If you have not subscribed to the channel, this is the time to subscribe. Now remember to tell your girlfriend and boyfriend, and also your family members and friends about the channel. Please click on the bell to make sure that you are one of the first person to get one of my videos when it is released. Also, do not forget to comment below because I had reread all the comments and respond to them individually. One love and all the best to you. Peace.